Okay, so I'm back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. There is our phone number, email address, and all the ways you can follow us on social media. Now, I said something earlier when I started, and I know what happens, and I know what's going to happen as soon as this show is over. I'm in my safe zone right now, but as soon as the show's over, I'm going to be asked, really? You couldn't talk to us? You couldn't tell us you were just going to be spontaneous and decide what you want to do for Christmas gifts? Really? I'm going to say, yeah, it just came to me. I just decided I want to do this. So here we go. It officially kicks off tomorrow. If you text me now, it's worthless. Tomorrow, Thursday, the official kickoff. The first 20 people that text me, put the number back up again. At 706-889-9700. You say, I want the cup. Or Merry Christmas. That's what you got to say. You got to say Merry Christmas, BKP. Anything else? Nothing. Because I'm just so excited. Give me number 41. This is my new coffee cup here. And we want to help. We want to get out to our viewers, our branding. Okay? And you see that cup? FYN. News, Sports, TV, FetcherNews.com. Now, give me number 42, Graphic Expressions, okay? They did a great job they surprised me with this. They did. They said, BKP, we want you to have a coffee cup. And I was like, wow. They do great work. They're beautiful cups. First 20. I'm giving away 20. I don't have the wallet for 40, 60, or 200 yet, so don't get all excited out there, right? I could spring for about 20 coffee cups, and that's what it is this season, all right? First 20 people that text me starting tomorrow, Merry Christmas, BKP. I'm going to go to the marketing department as soon as this show's over, tell them I want the graphics out there, I want to blow it up on social media. First 20 people say Merry Christmas and shipping and handling. I'm going to take care of that. Out of my pocket. Shipping and handling. You can come by the studio, pick it up. You can come by Circuit World. Hey, I'm coming by Circuit World. Stop in, right? I'll meet you somewhere. Hey, meet me here. I'll give you your cup. Whatever. But we'll get them to you, no cost, no charge. Merry Christmas, BKP. All right, let's go with number 5. All right, let's talk a little bit about impeachment pregame, okay? Now, they want to frame it. We watched for several weeks, okay? They want to frame it in a way the American people can understand it. Now, not this past Sunday, Sunday before last, they started that, okay? And they actually said on the morning shows, and I brought it to you here, that they want to frame this. This is the hashtag deep state corporate corrupt media, along with hashtag deep state, along with hashtag corrupt Democrats, politicians, all of them. They want to frame it, and you've heard that, okay? They want to frame it where you, the American people, understand it. They want to dumb it down for you, okay? They want to release the book, Impeachment for Dummies. That's you, the American people. Now, don't get mad at me. I watched every move they've made. They had the spy. It's all been set up. I told you, they have break glass in case of emergency, all right? Now, everything about the Mueller report fell flat with the American people. They couldn't indict Trump. No one in the Mueller report has gone to jail for anything related to the President of the United States. So that was a 40 million, we'll call it 40 million. Let's make it even round numbers, 40 mil, right? That was a $40 million taxpayer debacle. Didn't work. Well, they attempted to see how, and let's stay with this, I'm going to tell you. They attempted to see how the judiciary would do in the impeachment inquiry. So they got all this stuff in the background working, okay? They have the spy in the White House. They got everything working back there. So they run a trial balloon, a test, and they have Corey Lewandowski come in. And they have Jerry Nadler make facial expressions like this all day long. All right? So Lewandowski comes up and he's slapping, like a cartoon. He's slapping Democrats back and forth across the chops. That didn't go well on the House Judiciary Committee with Jerry Nadler as the chair. And then they got Georgia Congressman Doug Collins. Point of order. Point of order. Point of order. Well, that's not the rule. All right. Roll call. Collins messed Nadler's world up. Okay? I don't want to quote the congressman. I was at a dinner one night when the Congressman Collins told the room that he told his wife basically said something, and I'm paraphrasing, what are you going to do? And this is actually after the election, and the Democrats took over, and Congressman Collins was looking forward to being the not ranking member, the chair of the House Judiciary Committee, and his wife said to him, paraphrasing the story, what are you going to do? And he said, you know what? I'm going to go up there and I am going to make Jerry Nadler's life total misery. When he goes to bed at night, he is going to be going to bed having the worst day every single day. Something of that nature. All right? Well, I'm not quoting, all right? And he did. So the trial balloon, and take time with me, okay? Let's think this out. The trial balloon didn't work. So they got together and said, man, we got to get this the hell out of Nadler's hands. Now, Schiff can look at the country and lie. Schiff can stay very quiet and calm and say to whoever his ranking member, shut the hell up. Schiff has got a corruption bone that is just amazing. Now, I know what you're saying. You're using the word amazing and Schiff in the same sense. When it comes to corruption, lying, looking at the camera, staying calm, and maybe being able to beat a lie detector, Adam Schiff has got Jerry Nadler beat hands down. All right? So they shifted over to Shifty Schiff. Now you got the whistleblower, a.k.a. spy, break glass in case of emergency. We got to continue with the coup. So he does what he has to do. They got the Ukraine call. We got him now. He runs over, meets a guy somewhere, writes a report, and turns it in, a complaint, to a member of Schiff's staff. Schiff goes over, says, no. He does the markups on it. Yeah, I'm telling you, we think that. We're pretty sure he did the markups. Go back, tell him to do this, and then submit it. So now you got a whistleblower. Then all of a sudden you got a whistleblower, and they farmed it out to the media. This is all pre-planned. All right, they farmed it out to the media and started laying out methodically how they were going to run this. All right? Now we're talking about the same New York Times that ran an op-ed of Anonymous, remember? An anonymous op-ed that the media played over and over. Now, the reason I have Joe Biden and Hunter Biden, his son, picture up is because there's a lot surrounding, remember when this all started with the spy/whistleblower, a lot surrounded about Trump wanting the Ukrainian government to investigate corruption, as the media framed it, of one of his political opponents concerning his son Hunter. Well, if let me see how to put this. If there's a murder and you go to court and you try the person that you think committed the murder for everything but the murder, what kind of trial is that? No, I'm serious. If Bill shoots John, then the actual charge that's being levied is Bill shot John and killed him. So you go to court because you're going to go to court over the murder of John. But instead you end up in court and you start trying Bill for shoplifting at a store. And you think to yourself, well, I didn't realize that's what I thought we were here because of the attempt Bill made, or allegedly killing John. So I thought we were going into these impeachments because of the accusations that the media laid out concerning his political opponent and his son. But Adam Schiff says Hunter Biden is totally irrelevant. Now, we're going to play a clip from last night's town hall with Joe Biden, okay? And the American people need to know this, and they need to hear this. So take in stride, remember, we're using round numbers. We're talking Hunter Biden just got kicked out of the military. Just got kicked out of the military. And for cocaine. So this guy gets kicked out of the military for drug use. Now, the media wants to paint a picture that Joe Biden is sitting in there with his son. Now, this is atypical, okay? Now, this might not be the generation today because you may be concerned that your children will get their feelings hurt, okay? But I come from a generation where dads didn't give a rat's patootie if your feelings were all hurt. So let me just give you the scenario. So you get in trouble with the law, like kicked out of the military, and then you get in that living room, and you got the dad that says, "What the hell were you thinking? I'll tell you what you're going to do. You're going to get out in the morning. You're going to get a damn job. You got it? You're getting a damn job. You got it? I am tired of this laying around the house. You get a job tomorrow. Your ass is out of here. Don't touch that refrigerator one more time until you're bringing in money to buy groceries. You got it, young man? Your ass is, what the hell were you thinking? You're going to get a damn job and you're going to do it tomorrow. And don't let me find out. There was no drug court back there, okay? And I am in favor of drug court, so accountability court. So let me get that. But here's that. Yeah, and I'll tell you how my drug test is going to work. I'm just going to kick you in the ass about 3 times a week. And if you don't jump the right way, I'm going to feel you're on drugs. And I'm going to call the cops myself. That's my drug test, a good swift kick in the ass. You're going to get a job tomorrow. So I'm serious. So this bozo gets kicked out of the military for cocaine. And the next day, Barisma, a gas company in Ukraine, say, wow, what a find here. Let's give him 50 grand a year. He used to work at Kinko's. He can make copies. All that jokes is true. This guy got a 50 grand a month. I said, you're 50 grand a month. Right after he got kicked out. But he's not relevant. Adam Schiff is looking at the American people and saying he's not relevant. Okay? And we have new information on the whistleblower/spy in the Oval Office the day that this guy's over there, Biden, saying if you don't fire the investigator into my son's company, holy mackerel. So last night, okay, let's go to that video and let's start it there. Let's play it until I say return, okay?
You remember, of course, and many of you, I'm sure, also saw the New York Times op-ed written by the anonymous senior Trump official. So that person has now written a book called A Warning, comes out next week. And just tonight, Mr. Vice President, we've gotten an excerpt. And I just wanted to share it with you. This is a passage about the internal White House reaction to President Trump asking the Ukrainian president to investigate you and your son. And here's the passage. Those of us who have seen these sorts of reckless actions again and again wanted to slam our heads against the wall. The explanation that he wanted to help combat corruption in Ukraine was barely believable to anyone around him. The obvious corruption was in the Oval Office. The president had apparently learned nothing from the Mueller saga. Only we did. We learned that given enough time and space, Donald J. Trump will seek to abuse any power he is given. What do you make of this picture behind the scenes in the White House?
I didn't write it, but I could have. Look, I think that's every single solitary, serious investigator including your network and others, have looked at this, have said there's absolutely zero basis to the accusation that I acted any way inappropriately or that my son did. This is all about Trump trying to create a diversion. And if the big piece in the New York Times this weekend went through in detail the testimony from people I don't know, Republican appointments in the administration testifying before the committee, one of them saying that I couldn't believe, I know Joe Biden. He's a man of integrity. I don't believe this. There's not been a scintilla of evidence pointing out that anything's wrong. But there are people around him like that chump Rudy Giuliani. No, by the way, it's not a good. And the thugs that he has working with him, that I think there's overwhelming evidence that this was about. Let me put it another way. Can you ever think of a time when a sitting president was deciding that he's going to make sure he gets to choose who the Democratic nominee is? Two things I've learned in the last couple of weeks. One, Putin doesn't want me to be president. And number two, that this guy Trump doesn't want me to be the nominee. But I tell him I'm coming.
So Vice President Biden, the House Republicans have asked to call many of their own witnesses, as you know, in the impeachment hearing, right? In the probe, they've put forth their list. Your son Hunter is on it. They want to hear from him. What's your response to those Republicans who say that Hunter should speak to the country?
There is zero rationale for that to happen. Nobody has suggested anything was done that was inappropriate. This is all a diversion. This is classic Trump. Classic Trump. Focus on the problem. We have a president who is one of the most corrupt people to serve in that office. Look, I redo, what Biden do? I released 21 years of my tax returns in detail. Mr. President, you worry about corruption? Release some of yours. Release some of yours.
All right, I sent you an email with a picture, so I didn't know where to send it. So I sent it to you with a picture. Just give me a thumbs up over there if you get it, and you can put it in because I want to show it. All right, so Joe says nothing to see here. Now, he says nothing to see here. Let me show you one thing, okay? Let me show you one thing. All right, let's go with number 5, okay? All right, Joe says nothing to see about my boy, Champ there. All right, that's Champ, my little boy, okay? Nothing to see. It's irrelevant. There's no reason to bring him in to testify. You can't look at number 5 without looking at number 6. Well, wait a minute. Hunter is wearing the same jacket, shirt. Go back to 5 a minute, please. Sweater, jacket. Now go back to 6. The same day, the same time, Joe called up none other than Barack Hussein Obama and said, Mr. President, I got to take my little boy Champ to a basketball game. He's just heartbroken. He just got kicked out of the military for cocaine use. He's a drug head. I'm trying to get him into rehab. But we may bypass the rehab and go straight to the $50,000 a month job by a Ukrainian gas company. Come and help me cheer up little Champ on our road to corruption. You can't look at Hunter. You can't look at Joe without looking at Obama. Take a break. We'll be right back. We're not done. We're pre-gaming this impeachment sham. Total sham. I'm your host, BKP. Take a break.